great supervisors who guided me through this journey all the way. Of course, some of them will stand out, just like Senior Master Sergeant Jessica Slaughter, who is my 10th supervisor. And she was my supervisor during my time here in Coda, my first tour here. And I still can remember our heart-to-heart talk. She says, during my troubled times, your one foot is outside the door and the other is on a banana peel. What are you gonna do with it? I'm sitting there thinking, man, everyone around me had given up. And I don't understand why she's still challenging me. And yet, that person still believed in me. God truly works in mysterious ways. That car accident is one of really the life-changing event for me. When Air Force gave me that second chance, I said to myself, here we go, this is it. I will not fail. I was sentenced, not really sentenced, but I was sent to Altus Air Force Base. They laugh because they know where it is. It's a base in Oklahoma, really out of nowhere. It's a remote area. But then, that out of nowhere, that base helped me redeem myself. They say it's really not the base but it's the people made that such base memorable, and it's true. I can tell that from my experience. When I arrived, I had a great conversation with my chain of command. I was expecting a shirt to say something like, man, I'm keeping an eye on you. But rather, he really made me feel so welcome. That was Master Sergeant Newton. And we crossed paths here at Dakota, and I'm not surprised to see him wearing a Chief Master Sergeant stripes on. Fast forward, while at Altus, I went on leave to the Philippines and visited my soon-to-be wife, whom I met here my first tour in Japan. My son, Michio, came out the day after we got married. Go figure that. Yeah, he came out the next day after we got married. And after 2 years of processing their immigration papers from the Philippines, they finally joined me in Oklahoma. I'm no longer alone experiencing hailstorms, ice storms, and tornadoes. Hell, Oklahoma. Throughout this assignment, I embraced every job position thrown at me, until one day, Mr. David Womack, assistant flight chief at that time, came up to me and asked me if I'm interested in IT positions. I said a definite yes, with full confidence. But in the back of my mind, man, what did I get myself into? I didn't know anything about computers, but hey, I still took advantage of that opportunity. The first month while getting acclimated to the terminologies and work orders, I got a call from one of our hospital staff complaining that her coffee holder won't come out. Man, I really gotta share this story. I really don't understand what she's talking about, why she's saying that her coffee holder won't come out. So I went out there and investigated. Kidding you or not? It was her CD-ROM that won't pop out. You know, CD-ROM where you put CD in it. That made my day. Thus far, she remains to be on my #1 list. My #1 top trouble ticket. Even then, I enjoyed more coming to work than every day. I love what I'm doing. Therefore, I decided this is what I want to do for the rest of my career and even after the Air Force. Several years later, I got my parole out of Altus. PCS. PCS also will follow on to Dakota while my family stayed in Vegas and in Hawaii. And wait, I know she mentioned that I didn't know what to do with my money. Well, that money went to savings. So I left Altus, Oklahoma, saving that $1,000 a month. After 7 years, that equates to $84,000. So besides leaving Altus with deeper pockets, I learned so many valuable lessons, and I left there with one thing in mind: to take care of my people. One of my mentors, Lieutenant Dennis Early, said at that time, if you take care of your people will take care of you. Him knowing that I'll be soon applied chief at Osan, and with minimal supervisory and writing skills, he sat down with me, mentored me, and taught me how to be a supervisor and how to write performance reports, award decks, and so on. That skill helped our flight in winning the ATC Systems Team of the Year and others more to come. Again, fast forward from Osan to my final assignment here in Yokota. I've been so blessed, surrounded with great people, and made this last journey truly enjoyable and memorable. Yesterday, Captain Castro asked me when did I enlist, and I said 98. She stared at me for a while. I figured out what she's thinking. I was like, let me guess, you're only 5-year-old at that time. And that's when I felt it's time for me to retire. I've always been a team player, as what she stated, and I refuse to be written on any individual award or accolades. But then Captain Castro is the only one to refuse and then take no for an answer. No ifs, no buts, and still submitted me for it. That quarterly award package won at the squadron, at the group, and ultimately at the wing level. She doesn't know this, but here it goes. Ma'am, thank you for believing in me, helping me succeed. My role as your flight chief. Thanks for being so awesome to work with. You know that award, while under the wing, that was my first ever award in my Air Force career. And I'm leaving with one with a bang. Thank you so much. And without hesitation, you said yes to be my presiding official. Thank you. Hell yeah. All right, to my awesome system flight, what can I say? You've been challenged so many times, but you always deliver. You stayed professional as always. I learned from all of you on how to deal with the issue at hand and to take emotions out of it when fixing one. With your hard work, we've been recognized the best team multiple times. Know that you always make a difference to our Samurai medics and to our away mission and to your United States Air Force. As I reflect on the last 22 years, there's so many people to thank, and it's unfair to not mention every person that helped me get here, but I don't want this speech to drag on even longer. They'll know who they are, and I'll send them a personal message, that's for sure. To all of you in attendance, it's really an honor for you to be here. Thank you. To my dental team, man, if I'm not in systems, I'd rather be at dental. It's my favorite section to work and to be around with. Thank you. The embassies, my fellow 4AOs, thank you for everything. We got a chief now with that experience, so make sure, taking on his experience. Thank you, Chief. My family, oh my gosh. You guys are awesome. All right, I'll keep it simple. We'll have another session. But my bowling team, you guys, I miss you guys, I know you guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys Wednesday. See my final farewell to you guys. We'll see each other again tomorrow. To my mentors, man, Guillermo, Goy, Sir Lawrence, Mara Wayat, Ferraris, Tony. The autocorrection always messed up, right? Thorny? Alright. Good. Last but not the least, my family back home. I know my brothers and my sisters are super proud. I know. I'm not gonna cry. And of course, last but not least, my wife and my son. Thank you for sticking with me through troubled times. Appreciate, and I'll make sure that I stick to the vow that to death do us part. We'll be there. Well, son, I got you back. On a final note, Captain Mark Richardson once told me, retirement is a big deal. He said, hey, here's the facts. Of the 22 million veterans in the U.S., only less than 10% have retired. Be proud of your accomplishments and take the time necessary to properly bid farewell to service. To your country that only 7.3% of Americans have ever known. And I'm so glad I did. I may have come short of my goal to retire one grade higher, but that promotion doesn't take anything from me. And I'm still thankful that the Air Force had made me a better person today and be successful in the future. I'll never forget this retirement ceremony. I'm beyond lucky to have you and your kindness in my life. Chief, I'm changing that Samurai Medics. To my medic heroes and to my Yokota family, Phil and family, I've truly enjoyed working with you and knowing all of you. Me and my family will miss you and definitely will cherish every sweet memories that we had together. As we prepare our next chapter in our lives, on behalf again of our family, again we thank you. We thank all of you. You all made us important, appreciated. Thank you so much and God bless.
Thank you, Technical Sergeant Kamitige, retired. Ladies and gentlemen, you now be seated. At this time, a flag will be presented to Sergeant Kamitige, recognizing his 22 years of faithful and honorable service to the United States and the Air Force. For more than 200 years, the American flag has been a symbol of our nation's unity, as well as a source of pride and inspiration for millions of citizens. Born on June 14, 1777, the Second Continental Congress determined that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternating between 7 red and 6 white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field representing a new constellation. Between 1777 and 1960, the shape and design of the flag evolved into the flag presented before you today. The 13 horizontal stripes represent the original 13 colonies, while the stars represent the 50 states of the Union. The colors of the flag are symbolic as well. Red symbolizes hardiness and valor. White signifies purity and innocence. Blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Traditionally, a symbol of liberty, the American flag has carried the message of freedom and inspired Americans, both home and abroad. In 1814, Francis Scott Key was so moved at seeing the Stars and Stripes waving after the British shelling of Baltimore's Fort McHenry that he wrote the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1892, the flag inspired Francis Bellamy to write the Pledge of Allegiance, our most famous flag salute and patriotic oath. In July 1969, the American flag was flown in space when Neil Armstrong planted it on the surface of the moon. Today, our flag flies on constellations of Air Force satellites that circle our globe, and on the fin flash of our aircraft in harm's way in every corner of the world. Indeed, it flies in the heart of every airman who serve our great nation. The sun never sets on our United States Air Force, nor on the flag we so proudly cherish. Since 1776, no generation of Americans has been spared to the responsibility of defending freedom. Today's airmen remain committed to preserving the freedom that others won for us for generations to come. By displaying the flag and giving it a distinct fold, we show respect to the flag and express our gratitude to those individuals who fought and continue to fight for our freedom, at home and abroad. Since the dawn of the 20th century, airmen have proudly flown the flag in every major conflict on lands and skies around the world. It is their responsibility and our responsibility to continue to protect and preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we as Americans enjoy today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for the freedom we all share and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country. We cherish its legacy as a beacon of hope to one and all. Long may it wave. The men and women of the United States Air Force are proud to have served with Technical Sergeant Cam Teague, and wish him, Michelle, and little Michio every success in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Air Force song and departure of the official party.